This is part 2 of our exposé on Elon Musk, titled, From Pretoria to Power, Elon Musk and the New Face of Empire. It traces Musk's rise in tech through a liberation lens, revealing how colonial patterns re-emerge in the age of electric cars, space colonization, and digital platforms. Musk has been called the most important man of the 21st century. A genius. A savior. A man who wants to take humanity to Mars. But Elon Musk is not just shaping the future. I think he's recycling the past. A past built on extraction, conquest, and inequality. He says he's building a better world. But from South Africa's apartheid mines to lithium fields in Latin America, from privatized tunnels to militarized satellites, what if he's just building a smarter empire? This is Liberation Lens. As a reminder, this is the second chapter of our exposé, Elon Musk and the modern machinery of colonial capitalism. From Pretoria to Palo Alto, the migration of privilege in 1988, Musk left South Africa, citing a desire to avoid mandatory military service under apartheid. He moved to Canada, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, an Ivy League institution, in 1992. He studied physics and economics, and graduated in 1997. During this time, he formed key networks that gave him access to US startup culture. Musk's early ventures were not bootstrap miracles. According to his brother, Kimball Musk, their father provided them with at least $28,000 in startup money for Zip2. This early access to capital and elite networks in the US enabled Musk to take off at a speed most immigrant entrepreneurs could only dream of. In 1995, Musk and his brother launched Zip2, an online business directory. With venture capital backing, it grew rapidly and was sold to Compaq in 1999 for over $307 million according to some sources. Elon Musk allegedly made $22 million from the sale. I think this was the first major transformation of apartheid-era advantage into American capital. The narrative of being self-made ignores the foundations of mobility and startup legitimacy, white settler wealth, Ivy League access, and tech investor appeal. Musk's next venture, X.com, merged with Peter Thiel's Confinity to form PayPal. Despite internal disputes that led to Musk's ouster as CEO, PayPal's sale to eBay in 2002 netted Musk about $165 million according to some sources. He was now a multimillionaire, and free to pursue bigger, more imperial dreams. PayPal's growth was built on an early access to the unregulated digital payment frontier, a system that enabled online globalization without ethical safeguards. Next, came Tesla, and the green extraction economy. Contrary to public belief, Musk did not found Tesla. I know many are unaware of this. The company was launched in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, in San Carlos, California. Later, Elon Musk, J.B. Straubel, and Ian Wright joined the company and eventually used legal pressure to be recognized as co-founders after a lawsuit settlement in 2009. Under Musk, Tesla became a global symbol of clean energy and innovation. But the supply chains behind its batteries tell another story. Cobalt is gotten from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and is mined by children, often under brutal conditions. Lithium is gotten from Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. It is linked to water shortages and indigenous land disputes. Nickel is from Indonesia, and the Philippines. It is linked to rainforest destruction and toxic waste. Amnesty International, The Guardian, Washington Post investigations, MIT Technology Review, would testify to these. Musk markets sustainability. But his empire is built on ecological injustice in the global south. Now, let's talk about SpaceX and the militarization of space. SpaceX was founded in 2002 with the mission to make life multi-planetary. But behind the utopian language lies strategic partnership with the US government. We are talking about contracts with NASA, US Space Force, and the Department of Defense. It is behind the launching of Starlink satellites, now used in conflict zones like Ukraine and Gaza. It has links with DARPA connections, military research funding for aerospace dominance. The repercussions, including environmental and health risks, surveillance and privacy issues, ethical concerns in research, etc., are a cause for concern. SpaceX isn't just a private company. It's a military contractor, projecting power into orbit. See the colonial parallel. The old empires looked for land. The new ones look for orbit. Let's now X-ray Musk's boring company, the utopia for the rich. His tunnel-building venture, the Boring Company, claims to solve urban congestion. What's its solution? Build private underground tunnels for luxury vehicles beneath public cities. Wonderful, isn't it? Rather than invest in public transit, the project seems to create segregated mobility, a futuristic version of apartheid infrastructure. An example is the Las Vegas Convention Center loop, privately controlled, with exclusive access, Tesla-exclusive tunnels. And for real, urban planners, equity advocates, and economists have called the model elitist, inefficient, and anti-public. It's not innovation, it's inequality with better marketing. Now, about X, formerly Twitter. Is it for free speech or fascist playground? When Musk acquired Twitter in 2022 for $44 billion, he claimed to be defending free speech. But under his leadership, hate speech increased 202%. That is according to the ADL report of 2023. African, LGBTQ+, Palestinian, and activist voices were suppressed. Conspiracy theorists and neo-Nazis were reinstated. The Center for Countering Digital Hate, 2023, MIT review, Twitter's own leaked moderation data would tell you more. Musk doesn't defend free speech. He defends speech that protects his worldview, hyper-capitalist, anti-regulation, pro-empire. How about Neuralink and the bio-techno elite? Musk's biotech venture, Neuralink, promises to implant chips in human brains to treat neurological diseases, and eventually, to enhance cognition. Animal rights groups have condemned the company for high rates of animal suffering and death during testing. Not surprisingly, a 2023 update indicates that the US FDA approved human trials amid ethical concerns. What is the dream? It's about superhumans with AI-enhanced brains. What is the risk? It's a class of bio-augmented elites, and deepened inequality. So, could all his endeavors be summarized as innovation as a mask for empire? This is because across all Musk's companies, we see a pattern: wealth extraction from the global south, technological disruption that undermines democracy, military integration with global surveillance powers, rhetoric of freedom, masking consolidation of control with these. Some think Elon Musk is not an aberration, he is the product of a system that rewards dominance and calls it genius. And he is promoting and sustaining just that same system. From Pretoria's elite schools to Pentagon-funded satellites, the thread is clear: power moves through empire. And sometimes, it wears a hoodie. Therefore, Elon Musk didn't invent exploitation. He optimized it. He didn't build a better world. He built a smarter empire. If we want to confront inequality, we must confront not just the tools of empire, but the myths that sustain it. This is Liberation Lens - Perspective Matters. Because innovation without justice is just imperialism in a new uniform. Subscribe. share. Unmask the future,